What if you Timmons here? Now, whether you like them or not, Disney. Okay, let's be for real. As much as I like Disney and I will defend them, they just struggle a lot this year. Yeah, not really the best year for Disney, but they did still put out stuff that I've quite enjoyed. I mean, not everything they put out. Let's be for real. Turn to gold. Like, obviously, bit of a spoiler for the video. Indiana Jones and the Dog Death is not in my list. That's in a different list. Not best list. We'll get to that in its separate video. Um, but they've done some really decent stuff. I've quite had a kick out this year. So here are my official top 10 favorite Disney movies of the year. Now, granted, I'm only talking about actual like Disney. I'm not. I have actually. I got a separate list for like 20th Century and Searchlight films. I'm gonna have to wait till I watch that All of Us Strangers movie before. I have not really seen the All of Us Strangers film. I'm gonna wait till that comes out. Then I'll talk about my 20th Century and Searchlight films of the year. So that would be probably next month when I go see it. So there's that. But here are my official top 10 favorite Disney films of the year. All right. Number 10, I'm going with Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever. Yes, this is Disney Plus, but still Disney, so technically it counts. I guess I didn't know Cabin Fever or Christmas Cabin Fever. Cabin Fever is a totally different film. Uh, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Cabin Fever is a really decent film. I mean, it's really cool to see that they decide to really do it like you know, do a different book that is not like one that already got turned into a feature. And I thought this was a really decent one. Like seeing Greg Heffley celebrate Christmas here, and it was really entertaining to watch. So yeah, of course, we'll most likely get like more Wimpy Kids in the future because hey, there are tons of other books out there. So yeah. Anyway, number 9, I'm going with the Haunted Mansion. Now, this isn't like a great film or anything like that, but I actually thought the Haunted Mansion film. Well, I still probably prefer the Eddie Murphy one. I still thought the Haunted Mansion one with Lakeith Stanfield, Tiffany Haddish was still as good. It was really lots of heart to it too. Jared Leto, I thought was pretty funny as he has ghosts here. Seeing Jamie Lee Curtis in this was really cool. Uh, Danny DeVito was great. Owen Wilson. I had a fun time with this one. Like, is it a great film? Maybe not, but it's a really entertaining one in my opinion. Of course, it did really poorly. Should have got released maybe in October, but all right. Coming in at number 8, I'm going with Ant Man and the Wasp: Quantumania. Now, of course, the whole Jonathan Major situation, that's a little bit crisis nowadays, but still, I thought Jonathan Majors as Kang in this was pretty cool. I mean, unpopular to say, but I thought Modoc was actually a lot of fun in this. I know the CGI was a little quirky and stuff like that, but I really thought Modoc stole lots of scenes. And not gonna lie, I'll totally see like a whole special presentation, not a series, but a special presentation of just Modoc and stuff like that. I'm all for that. But that aside, I know Ant-Man Watch Quantumania did not get much love, but I didn't mind it. Like, it definitely has its problems. I would admit that. But I still thought it was enjoyable. Seeing Bill Murray popping up was pretty cool. Paul Rudd was great. Like, of course, it did not do so well. But, yeah, I still enjoy it. I don't care what people say. All right, speaking of the films Marvel films I enjoyed, that I don't care what people say here. Number 7, I'm going with the Marvels. I don't care what anyone says. The Marvels was a lot of fun. I mean, just like Ant-Man and the Wasp: Quantumania, I will admit there was his problems, like the villain. I'm sorry, to me, the villain in this, which I still can't even remember the villain's name. But the villain played by Tom Hiddleston's um, wife, girlfriend, or not. Uh, to me, I consider this villain to be the worst MCU villain since Malekith from Thor: Love and Dora Dark World, in my opinion. It's maybe one of MC's worst villains, but it still has some cool stuff surrounding it too. Like I thought Kamala Khan as a Mavalani was great. The chemistry between the three was terrific. Near the cast I thought did a great job with this film. So of course definitely flopped, like really flopped badly. But I don't care what people say. I don't care what the box office says. I had a fun time. I enjoyed it, and that's all that matters. So yeah. Anyway, now number six, another film that I enjoyed that most people probably that majority of those people probably don't didn't have their own agenda why they didn't like it. But my number six is of course The Little Mermaid. I don't care what people say. The Little Mermaid was a lot of fun. The music was great. Halle Bailey, I thought was an excellent Ariel. Uh, of course, Melissa McCartney as Ursula was great. The underwater stuff was terrific. I kid you not. I would love to see maybe a Disney Plus maybe presentation or series that takes place in the whole underwater kingdom. It doesn't have to involve like Ariel or anything. I just want to see like a whole underwater based series set in the world of The Little Mermaid. Like I want to see maybe a series centered around the sisters. Like I would love to see more of this world. It doesn't even have to include Ariel or Eric or anything like that. I just want to see another story about this world because I thought the world was really cool. The effects was really decent. I love the music, including Scuttlebutt. I don't care what anyone says. That Scuttlebutt song, that was delightful. I don't care what people say, but yeah, sadly it didn't really do as well, but it still did okay. Just not as much as folks was probably hoping it. But anyway, all right. Number five. This is actually a documentary, but it is of course a Disney Plus one, and that is the Stanley documentary. I thought this was a really well done doc. Really showcase on the life of Stanley, what where he was able to accomplish by making Marvel comics. It's a really intriguing one, and seeing like Stan Lee really narrate this, I thought was really excellent. I just definitely one of the best documentaries I've seen in the past number of years. Maybe the best documentary I've seen since the Mr. Rock. Like I had not really been this fascinated by documentaries since the Mr. Rogers documentary, which being on my neighbor a couple years ago. And man, this film really made me miss Stanley more. Like I think Stanley was a legend, and this film really showed it. So if you guys haven't watched it, it's on Disney Plus. One of the best documentaries I've seen in the past 100 years. All right, number four, I'm going with Pixar's Elemental. Now, talk about an interesting turnaround for Elemental because if you guys remember, the movie actually was a flop at the time, but then it kept growing legs and stuff, and it became really became a little bit of a hit. And Elemental, I thought was really wonderful. Like, definitely, it was of course Pixar's first ever rom com. Amber and Water, I thought had great chemistry in this. It's really cute, charming. You know, it's a really enjoyable film in my opinion. So, yeah, of course, Pixar's next film, I believe, is Inside Out 2. So, glad to see Pixar still hanging in there. Number three, I'm going with Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. Maybe the best MCU this year, in my opinion. Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3 was excellent. The whole Rocket backstory was terrific. It was entertaining all around. The performances by Chris Pratt, Zoe Saldana, uh, who else? The guy who played the High Evolutionary, I thought was really good in this. The effects is great. I just really adore this film, and yeah, hopefully we'll see more Guardians in the near future. But what's it? Number two, another Disney film that sadly flopped, and that was Wish. This movie should have done much better. Wish was an excellent one. Ariana DeBose, I loved her as Aisha. The music was really good. Like I still hope that the Wish song will get nominated for Best Original Song, but I don't think that was actually listed in the. Got double check, but that's an excellent song. It should get nominated, in my opinion. It's the movie should have done well. Like I just really enjoyed it. Shame it didn't even do well critically or financially. It should have done much better. It's a shame, but it is what it is, I guess. And my number one favorite one. This is a little bit of a cheat because it's technically not a actual like feature length film. It's more of a short. But I'm telling you now, this is the best thing Disney put out this whole entire year. My number one favorite Disney film of the year. It's in the thumbnail. Their short Once Upon a Studio. I'm sorry. Out of all the things Disney put out this year, this is the best thing they've done. They really did a remarkable job with their 100th anniversary. Like the whole picture, like seeing these characters all in one frame was cool. Whether it was like the iconic Cinderella character, seeing with both Aisha and Mulan, that really gets you. Some of the other iconic characters popping up here and there. I just adored it. It's one of the best shorts I've seen. I hope it gets an Oscar like not only nomination, an Oscar win for best original, for best animated short. It's one of the best this year, and it's it's a terrific one. It's just the best thing Disney has ever put out this whole year, and yeah, I mean, I love for maybe like Pixar to do something like this. Maybe I don't know. Imagine DreamWorks doing something like this. Warner Brothers, like this could be a cool trend in the near future. But yeah, to me, I just really adore this one. But that's pretty much it on there. Here is my quick rundown. Number 10, Diary of a Wimpy Kid Christmas Cabin Fever. 9, Haunted Mansion. 8, Ant-Man Wasp Quantumania. 7, The Marvels. 6, The Little Mermaid. 5, Stan Lee. 4, Elemental. 3, Guardians of the Galaxy Volume 3. 2, Wish. And number 1, Once Upon a Studio. Now there's other stuff that Disney put out this year too, like again, Indiana Jones and the Dial of Destiny. Definitely nowhere on my list because that to me that's actually the worst thing Disney put out this whole year. Let me see. The Peter Pan and Wendy, that wasn't like as bad as most people make out to be. But let's be for real. Majority of people who dislike that one are really has their own agenda. But yeah, it is what it is there. Let's see. Dashing Through the Snow with Ludacris is pretty fun. Chain on Ken Dunk, very underrated little film there. I mean, they've even on Disney Plus they put out some really decent stuff this year. So anyway, let me let you guys. What are some of your favorite Disney movies of 2020? You know, did you appreciate like Once Upon a Studio, Wish, Elemental, Guardians? Drop comments below. Don't forget to like, subscribe, hit that bell for notification. This is Timmy Sion.